So I'm a pretty Christianic child. Always am, always have been.
So I stole from a store once. Alright, so just to get the clickbait out of the way, this wasn't like one of those intense robberies. I didn't break into the store and steal all the food and have the police chase me down. Believe me, I wouldn't be having none of that crap after what I said happened to me in the childhood video. It was more or less just a case of, I go to store, I take chewing gum without paying, I get in trouble, I learn my lesson, everything fine. So from what I remember from that day, we were just driving home from church. Yes, church, of all places, we could come back from before I literally steal from a store. Like, come on, past me. It literally says it in the 10 Commandments. Do not steal. Did Moses teach you anything, you stupid, thieving? Alright, now that that's out of the way. So on our way home, we stopped at a store to buy groceries. And while we were at the checkout, my tiny little beady 8-year-old eyes spotted So here's the thing. I really liked extra chewing gum. My dad always keeps them in his car and I would ask him for them every single time. And though he wouldn't always say yes, I would always gladly take one. Heck, I would occasionally take like 3 and just dump them in my mouth all at once. I'm not sure that's very healthy, but... Normally when I want chewing gum, I'd always ask my mom and my dad for some. But then, I suddenly had what 8-year-old me would call a big brain moment. I know, why don't I just take these for myself? No! Bad idea. See, here's the thing. Being a prepubescent child who isn't even in his double digits yet, I didn't necessarily understand the concept that to buy things, you need to pay for them. Silly me, how could that have possibly slipped my mind? And here's another thing. I assumed that if something doesn't have a price tag on it, it must be free. Because that makes much more sense than something having a sign on it that says free in big bold letters. It really is like I had one brain cell left in my entire head and it just... So seeing that the gum had no price tag on it, it must have been free. So I took it and put it in my pocket without telling anyone. And you wanna know what happened? Nothing. No one suspected a thing. I walked out the shop without getting any suspicious looks whatsoever. Literally, no one noticed, not even my parents. It almost looked like I was actually gonna get away with— Hey, look what I got from the store. They weren't very happy with me. I'm not exactly sure what happened after that, but for the sake of making this video more interesting, let's just say I did my time. So after everything calmed down and I apologized to my parents for stealing, the thought suddenly occurred. I just single-handedly stole from a grocery store without anyone noticing. And say if somebody did notice, they would call the police on me. And they wouldn't rest until they find out who did this. I'm a wanted criminal now. Who knows how long they have before they find out where I live and arrest me for stealing. I may never be safe again. Nobody told me in ever since. I don't really think anyone cared. I wonder what ever happened to that gum. I never got to have any. Who knows? Maybe it's still around. Maybe I had it the whole time. Oh. Well, that backfired. Hey man. What are you in for? For those of you who don't understand jokes and think I actually still had the gum, I don't. I have no idea where it is. So don't worry. I didn't get arrested. I do have to add a moral to the story. Stealing is wrong and you should never do it. But there is no but. Just stealing's wrong and you shouldn't do it.